I am not giving you the blessing until you can carry it. Do you hear me? I am not withholding from you because I do not love you. I am delaying because I love you too much to let you be crushed by what you are not yet ready to hold. You have been praying for increase. You have been crying out for breakthrough. You have been begging for doors to open, for favor to flow, for abundance to arrive. And I hear you. I see your tears. I know your hunger. But listen closely to what I am saying to you now. The blessing you are asking for carries a weight that your current character cannot yet sustain. You think I am testing your patience, but I am building your capacity. You think I am ignoring your prayers, but I am answering them by preparing you first. Because what you want and what you need are not always the same. You want the blessing now, but I know you need the strength to carry it first. Many have prayed for wealth and been destroyed by it. Many have begged for influence and been corrupted by it. Many have cried for elevation and been crushed under its weight. I have watched souls collapse beneath the very blessings they once begged me for, and I will not let that happen to you. So I delay, not to punish you, but to protect you, not to deny you, but to develop you, not to harm you, but to prepare you for what is coming. You see, every blessing I give carries responsibility. Every door I open requires readiness. Every level I take you to demands a stronger foundation. And if your foundation is weak, if your character is shallow, if your spirit is not yet aligned, the blessing will not lift you. It will break you. That is why I make you wait. That is why I keep you in the valley longer than you expected. That is why I allow the delay to stretch beyond what feels fair. Because I am not just thinking about today, I am building you for tomorrow. I am not just concerned with your comfort, I am concerned with your destiny. And destiny is not given to the impatient, it is entrusted to the prepared. You think the blessing is about the money, the position, the title, the recognition, but the blessing is about what happens inside of you when those things arrive. Can you stay humble when the wealth appears? Can you remain grateful when the favor flows? Can you keep your heart pure when the power increases? These are the questions I am answering before I release what you have asked for. Because a blessing in the hands of an unprepared heart becomes a curse. Money in the hands of pride becomes poison. Power in the hands of arrogance becomes destruction. I will not give you something that will destroy you. I love you too much for that. This is why I test you first. This is why I allow you to walk through seasons of lack, seasons of waiting, seasons when nothing seems to move. Not because I enjoy your suffering, but because suffering produces endurance. And endurance produces character. And character is what carries the blessing without being corrupted by it. You want the harvest, but I am deepening the roots. You want the promotion, but I am strengthening the foundation. You want the breakthrough, but I am preparing your spirit to handle what breakthrough brings. And I will not rush that process. I will not accelerate what must be slow. Because fast growth produces shallow roots. And shallow roots cannot withstand storms. When the blessing comes, and it will come, storms will come with it. Opposition will rise, jealousy will emerge, spiritual warfare will intensify. And if you are not rooted deeply in me, if your character is not strong, if your faith is not tested and proven, you will fall. So I keep you low for now. I keep you hidden. I keep you waiting, not because you are forgotten, but because you are being fortified. And when the time is right, when you are ready, when your spirit can carry the weight, I will release everything I have stored up for you. And you will not collapse. You will stand. Too many of you are praying for blessings you cannot carry. You are asking for things your character cannot sustain. You see others walking in abundance and you cry out, why not me? But you do not see what I see. You do not see the battles they face because of that abundance. You do not see the weight they carry, the attacks they endure, the loneliness that comes with elevation. You only see the surface, but I see the depth and I know what you can handle and what you cannot. So when I say not yet, I am not saying no. I am saying I am still preparing you. When I delay the answer, I am not ignoring you. I am protecting you. When I close the door you keep knocking on, it is because what is behind that door would harm you right now. Trust me. I know what I am doing. I see the full picture. I see where you are going, and I see what you need to become before you get there. This is not rejection. This is refinement. This is not punishment. This is preparation. And if you will stop fighting the delay and start surrendering to the process, you will begin to understand that the waiting is not wasted. The waiting is working. Listen to me carefully. I do not measure your readiness by your desire. I measure it by your character. Many want the blessing, but few want the discipline that comes before it. Many pray for increase, but few are willing to embrace the decrease that prepares them for it. Many cry out for elevation, but few will humble themselves in the valley. And that is why I delay, because I am watching to see if you will remain faithful when nothing is happening. I am watching to see if you will still worship me when the blessing is delayed. I am watching to see if your trust in me is stronger than your hunger for what I can give you. This is the test. Not whether you can handle the blessing, but whether you can handle the weight. Not whether you can praise me in abundance, but whether you can trust me in lack. Not whether you can stand strong when everything is going well, but whether you can remain anchored when everything feels uncertain. And many of you are failing this test. You are bitter because the blessing has not come. You are angry because I have not moved on your timeline. You are doubting me because the wait has been long. But your bitterness is proof that you are not ready. Your anger reveals that your heart is not yet aligned. Your doubt exposes that your faith is still too weak to carry what you are asking for. So I wait. Not because I do not want to bless you, but because I want to bless you in a way that does not destroy you. I want to give you abundance that does not lead to arrogance. I want to elevate you in a way that does not disconnect you from your purpose. I want to open doors that do not close your heart. And that requires preparation. It requires transformation. It requires you to become someone different than who you are right now. You cannot carry tomorrow's blessing with today's character. You cannot walk into a new season with an old mindset. You cannot step into greatness while clinging to smallness. Something in you must change. And I am the one changing it. Through the waiting, through the silence, through the delay, I am reshaping your heart. I am refining your spirit. I am removing what does not belong and building what must remain. And when I am finished, when the work is complete, you will not just receive the blessing, you will steward it, you will honor it, you will multiply it, because you will have become the kind of person who can be trusted with it. You think the blessing is the goal, but the blessing is just the beginning. What I am really after is who you become because of it. Will you use wealth to serve or to show off? Will you use influence to uplift or to dominate? Will you use favor to bless others or to feed your ego? These are the questions I am answering in you right now. Before the blessing arrives, because once it comes, your true character will be revealed. Money does not change you, it exposes you. Power does not corrupt you. It reveals what was already hidden. Success does not create pride, it simply magnifies what was already in your heart. So I deal with your heart first. I purify your motives. I humble your spirit. I test your faithfulness. And only when I see that your heart is right, that your foundation is strong, that your character is solid, only then do I release the blessing. Because I love you too much to give you something that will ruin you. I love you too much to bless you before you are ready. Some of you are frustrated because you see people around you being blessed and you wonder why I have not blessed you the same way. But you do not know their story. You do not see the years they walked in obscurity. You do not see the character I built in them before I elevated them. You do not see the test they passed, that you are still failing. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Stop measuring your journey by someone else's results. I do not work on a universal timeline. I work on individual readiness, and your readiness is not determined by how long you have waited, but by how much you have grown. You can wait 10 years and still not be ready if you have not allowed the waiting to transform you. Or you can wait 1 year and be fully prepared if you have surrendered to the process. It is not about time, it is about transformation. Are you different now than you were when you first started praying? Have you grown in humility, in patience, in trust? Or are you still the same, just more frustrated? If you are still the same, then the waiting has done nothing, and I will continue to delay until the waiting begins to change you. And understand this, I am not impressed by your prayers if your character does not match them. I am not moved by your tears if your heart is still filled with pride. I am not rushing to answer you just because you are crying out louder. I am waiting for you to become who you need to be. And when you become that person, when your character aligns with your calling, when your heart is pure and your motives are right, I will release everything. And it will come so fast that you will not even have time to prepare. Doors will open suddenly. Favor will flow unexpectedly. Opportunities will appear out of nowhere. And you will know that it was not your effort It was my timing. It was not your strategy. It was my hand. And you will give me the glory because you will remember the years you spent in the valley. You will remember the nights you cried. You will remember the times I said not yet. And you will understand that the delay was divine. The waiting was necessary. And the blessing, when it finally came at exactly the right time. So stop begging me to hurry. Stop demanding that I move faster. Stop trying to force open doors that I have kept closed for your protection. Trust me, I know what I am doing. I know when you are ready, and I know when you are not. Right now, you are not, but you are becoming, you are growing, you are being shaped into someone who can carry what I have prepared for you. And when that transformation is complete, when the work inside of you is finished, I will pour out the blessing. And it will not crush you. It will crown you. It will not destroy you. It will define you. It will not break you. It will build you into everything I created you to be. But until then, be patient, be humble, be faithful. Trust the process. Embrace the waiting. And know that I am not withholding from you. I am preparing you. I am not ignoring you. I am refining you. I am not punishing you. I am protecting you because I love you. And I will not give you the blessing until you can carry it. Now let me speak to the ones who are tired of waiting, the ones who feel like they have been faithful for so long and still nothing has changed, the ones who have watched others receive what they have been praying for, the ones who are starting to wonder, if I have forgotten them. I have not forgotten you. I see you. I know your struggle. I feel your frustration. But I need you to understand something that will change your perspective. The blessing I am preparing for you is not like the blessings others have received. What I have for you is tailored specifically to your destiny. It is designed for your assignment, and it requires a specific level of preparation that no one else needed because no one else is called to do what you are called to do. Stop comparing your process to theirs. Their journey is not your blueprint. Their timeline is not your standard. I am working on you differently because I am building you for something different, and that requires a different kind of preparation. Some blessings come quickly because they are small, but the blessing I am preparing for you is massive. It will impact generations. It will shift atmospheres. It will open doors that have been locked for centuries. And you cannot carry that kind of blessing with shallow roots. You cannot steward that kind of favor with weak character. You cannot manage that level of influence without deep spiritual maturity. So yes, the wait is long. Yes, the process is hard. Yes, the silence feels unbearable. But it is because what I am giving you is not ordinary. It is extraordinary. And extraordinary blessings require extraordinary preparation. So stop wishing for a faster process. Start embracing the depth of what I am doing in you. Because when this blessing finally comes, it will be worth every tear you cried, every night you waited, every moment you trusted me when nothing made sense. Let me tell you what happens when I give a blessing to someone who is not ready. They misuse it. They waste it. They become proud and forget where it came from. They start believing they earned it by their own effort, and they stop depending on me. They surround themselves with people who celebrate their success but do not honor their calling. They make decisions based on their feelings instead of my guidance. And eventually they lose everything. Not because I took it away in anger, but because they were never prepared to keep it. And I do not want that for you. I do not want to watch you receive something beautiful and then destroy it because you were not ready. So I hold back, not out of cruelty, but out of love. Not to deny you, but to protect you. Not to keep you in the valley forever, but to make sure that when you rise to the mountain, you stay there. You need to understand that the blessing is not just about you. It is about everyone your life will touch. The people who will be impacted by your story, the souls who will be saved because of your obedience, the generations that will be changed because you carried the blessing with integrity. If I give you the blessing too soon and you mishandle it, it is not just you who suffers. It is everyone connected to your assignment. So I take my time. I make sure you are ready. I test your heart. I examine your motives. I purify your intentions. And when I am confident that you will honor what I give you, when I see that your character matches your calling, I release it. And when I do, it will be unstoppable, unshakable, undeniable, because it will be built on a foundation that cannot be moved. Think about this. Every great man or woman I ever used had to go through preparation before I released them into their purpose. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before I sent him to Pharaoh. Joseph spent years in prison before I made him second in command of Egypt. David was anointed as king, but spent years running from Saul before he sat on the throne. Paul was blinded and isolated before I sent him to the nations. None of them received the blessing immediately. All of them had to wait. All of them had to be prepared. All of them had to go through a process that stripped away everything that would hinder their destiny. And you are no different. I am doing the same work in you. I am preparing you the way I prepared them. And just as I did not fail them, I will not fail you. But you must trust the process. You must embrace the delay. You must understand that the waiting is not wasted. It is intentional. It is purposeful. It is necessary. Some of you have been in the waiting room for so long that you have started to believe the blessing will never come. You have started to think that maybe I have forgotten you. Maybe I have moved on to someone else. Maybe your time has passed. But let me tell you the truth. I never forget. I never abandon. I never move on from what I have promised. What I speak, I fulfill. What I declare, I establish. What I promise, I deliver. But I do it in my time, not yours. And my time is always perfect, always precise, always right. You may not understand it now. You may not see the reason for the delay. But one day, when you are walking in the fullness of what I have prepared for you, you will look back and you will see why every closed door was necessary, why every rejection was protection, why every delay was divine. And you will thank me, not for rushing, but for waiting, not for giving you what you wanted when you wanted it, but for giving you what you needed when you were ready for it. Let me speak to your impatience. I know you are tired of waiting. I know you are weary of the process. I know you want the blessing to come now. But impatience is a sign that you are not yet ready, because patience is one of the key qualities needed to carry a blessing without losing it. If you cannot wait for the blessing, you will not be able to sustain it when it comes. If you cannot endure the delay, you will not endure the pressure that comes with promotion. If you cannot trust me in the waiting, you will not trust me in the blessing. So the very fact that you are impatient tells me that I need to continue the preparation. I need to continue building patience in you. I need to continue teaching you how to wait with grace, how to trust without seeing, how to believe without evidence. And when you have learned that lesson, when patience has become part of your character, then I will know you are ready. Then I will release what I have been holding. Right now, I am building that foundation. I am laying the bricks of humility. I am pouring the concrete of patience. I am reinforcing the walls with trust. And yes, it takes time. Yes, it is uncomfortable. Yes, it feels like nothing is happening, but something is happening deep beneath the surface in the invisible places. I am constructing something that will hold the weight of everything I am about to place on your life. And when the construction is finished, you will not worry about whether you can handle the blessing. You will know you can, because I built you for it. Do not despise the process. Do not resist the delay. Do not fight the waiting. Surrender to it. Let it do its work. Let it change you. Let it prepare you, because the blessing is coming. And when it comes, you will be ready. There is something you must understand about how I work. I do not give blessings to entertain you. I give blessings to equip you for the assignment I have called you to fulfill. Every blessing has a purpose. Every increase has an assignment attached to it. Every door I open leads somewhere specific. And if you are not prepared for where that door leads, you will walk through it and be destroyed by what is on the other side. That is why I am so careful about timing. That is why I am so intentional about preparation. I am not trying to make your life comfortable. I am trying to make your life purposeful. And purpose always requires preparation. It always demands readiness. It always calls for maturity. So when you cry out for the blessing, what you are really asking for is the assignment. And I need to make sure you are strong enough to carry it. Let me be even more specific. When I bless you financially, it is not so you can buy things that make you feel important. It is so you can fund the vision I have given you. When I bless you with influence, it is not so you can be famous. It is so you can reach the people I have assigned to you. When I bless you with favor, it is not so you can have an easy life. It is so you can access places that are close to others. Every blessing has a kingdom purpose. And if you are still living for yourself, if you are still motivated by ego, if you are still chasing comfort instead of calling, then you are not ready. And I will continue to delay until your heart shifts, until your motives change, until you understand that the blessing is not about you. It is about what I want to do through you. This is why some of you are stuck. You keep asking me for more, but you have not yet surrendered what you have You keep praying for increase, but you are not being faithful with what I have already given you. You keep begging for a new season, but you have not finished the lessons of the current one. And until you do, I cannot move you forward. Because moving you forward without learning the lesson would be setting you up for failure. So I keep you where you are, not to frustrate you, but to complete you. Not to hold you back, but to prepare you. And the moment you learn what I am trying to teach you, the moment you surrender what I am asking you to release, the moment you align with my will instead of fighting for your own, everything will shift. Doors will open, favor will flow, blessing will be released, and it will happen so suddenly that you will know it was me, you will know it was divine. You will know that it was not your effort, but my perfect timing. I need you to stop seeing the delay as punishment and start seeing it as preparation. Stop interpreting the silence as rejection and start recognizing it as refinement. Stop believing that I have abandoned you and start trusting that I am building you. Every moment you spend in the waiting is a moment I am using to shape you, mold you, strengthen you. Every tear you cry is watering the seeds of character that will bloom when the blessing comes. Every prayer you pray is deepening your dependence on me, which is exactly what you will need when the blessing arrives. Because blessing without dependence leads to independence, and independence from me leads to destruction. So I use the waiting to teach you that you need me. Not just for the blessing, but for everything. Not just in the valley, but on the mountain. Not just when things are hard, but when things are good. I need you to be so rooted in me that when the blessing comes, you do not drift, you do not forget, you do not become prideful, you remain humble, you remain grateful, you remain close to me. That is what I am building in you right now. That is what the delay is producing. And when the work is complete, when I see that your heart is where it needs to be, I will release everything. And you will not just receive it, you will steward it well, you will honor it, you will use it for my glory. And that is when you will realize that the delay was not denial, it was divine preparation. The waiting was not wasted, it was necessary. And the blessing, when it finally came at exactly the right moment, because I know what I am doing. I see what you cannot see. I know what you are not ready for. And I love you too much to give you something that will destroy you. So I wait, and I ask you to wait with me. Trust me, I am not giving you the blessing until you can carry it. But when you can, I will give you more than you ever imagined. I need you to hear this. The delay is not a denial. The silence is not rejection. The closed doors are not punishment. They are preparation. I am not keeping you in the dark to harm you. I am keeping you hidden to protect what I am building inside of you. There are eyes that should not see you yet. There are voices that should not speak into your life yet. There are opportunities that would derail you if they came too soon. So I keep you concealed. I keep you in the shadows. I keep you in the quiet place, and I know it feels lonely. I know it feels like you are being overlooked, but you are not being overlooked. You are being overshadowed by my presence. I am covering you. I am shielding you. I am preparing you in secret so that when I reveal you, the world will see not just your talent, but my glory, not just your success, but my faithfulness, not just your blessing, but my hand upon your life. So be patient. The blessing is not lost. It is being prepared, and so are you. One day soon, everything will align. Your character will match your calling. Your heart will be pure. Your motives will be right. Your foundation will be strong. And in that moment, I will release everything I have been holding for you. And it will come with such force, such favor, such abundance that you will barely be able to contain it. But you will not be crushed by it, because you will have been prepared to carry it. You will not be destroyed by it, because you will have been trained to steward it. You will not misuse it, because you will have been refined to honor it. And the world will look at your life and see the proof that I am a God who does not just bless, but who prepares those I bless to walk in that blessing with wisdom, humility, and power. That is my plan for you. That is what I am doing right now. So trust me, I am not giving you the blessing until you can carry it. But when you can, I will give you more than you ever imagined.